I never in a million years thought I'd be making this video. It was a spontaneous decision. Adrenaline rushed through me. It was something that I never thought in my life I'd ever do. I love wearing wigs, like lace closures, lace frontals, styling it. I love my wigs. And I was loving, like, is it serotonin? I'm a medical student. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Journey2Med. My name is Lydie and I'm a second year medical student at Barts in London. So today's video is a bit different. I'm going to be talking to you guys about something that I've kept on a low for roughly a year now, and I honestly never thought I'd be coming to my YouTube channel to talk about it. So this is a low-key big milestone for me. Last year, September, I shaved my head completely. Why did I go bald? My hair was just growing irregularly, so my back hair was growing quite well, but my front hair was being so stubborn and refusing to grow, so my hair was just irregular. My edges kind of disappeared for a bit, you know, and that was something that made me so insecure for such a long period of time. Being a black girl, one of the things that are so important to us is literally our edges and just being able to slick it down, and just not having edges really restricted certain hairstyles I was able to do, and it made me quite insecure. Last year in August, me and my cousin were just having a talk, and she was like, you should do the big chop. I was like, you know what, why not? I'm so sick of not having any edges because I don't really have hair here, and literally my hairline starting here. I was so sick of it. So it was a spontaneous decision. Adrenaline rushed through me. It was something that I never thought in my life I'd ever do. Going bald is a big man decision. It's not just something that you wake up one day, you're like, I'm gonna go bald. It's not an easy decision, especially when you love your hair and you like having hair. But I just thought it was for the best for me to just shave my hair completely and start again, and hopefully my hair will grow back healthier and my edges will come back. Why did I keep it on a low for roughly a year? The only people that knew that I went bald first time were my closest group of friends. I didn't really post about it and stuff until a few weeks later, and when I did post about it, it was only my private story on Snapchat. It wasn't something that I went public about like on my YouTube channel. I never rocked bald hair at uni. And my reasons to keep it a secret was because I personally don't like extremely short hair. I don't like being bald. Some people are bald and they rock it. Yeah, some people are bald and they look stunning. They look like absolute superstars. But me personally, I didn't like how I looked bald, and I just didn't feel comfortable or confident leaving my house bald. It just wasn't something that I was able to do at that period of time. If you don't feel confident or comfortable going bald immediately, then it doesn't matter. I remember at the time there were a few people that made me feel bad about it, like I should be confident or should be comfortable going out bald. Everyone is at a different stage in their self-confidence when it comes to certain things, and it's perfectly normal. It's really not by force to leave the house bald. If you want to, good for you. I didn't want to. That was my decision, and I still stand by it today. I cut my hair because I wanted it to grow, but it doesn't mean that I liked how I looked completely bald. Another reason I decided not to tell people is because obviously I was going to university and I didn't know anyone. I didn't know my cohort. I didn't know how they were going to conduct themselves. And you know, I have seen videos on social media where someone's minding their own business and someone just comes and, like, you know, pulls off their headscarf or pulls off their wig and exposes them as being bald when that person didn't want them to. That was just one of my fears. I didn't want a situation where I was vulnerable, people knew I was bald, and someone decided it would be funny to, you know, grab my headscarf at uni or something and I'm there bald when I didn't want people to know I'm bald. So now I'm going to move on to the pros and cons of doing the big chop and going completely bald. I'm going to start off with the cons. The first kind of like disadvantage of it is that if you're not comfortable leaving your house bald, you might need to invest in a few head scarves. You might need to invest in a wig. Really good quality wigs tend to be quite expensive, so that is an investment that you might have to make. I did spend quite a lot on wigs during the period of time in which I was bald, so you do need to take that into consideration. Talking about being expensive, it leads on to my next disadvantage. It can be expensive to regularly buy hair products to look after your hair. If you're like me, I used a variety of oils, so whenever that finished I just had to keep topping up. That can be quite expensive. The next disadvantage is one of the main disadvantages that I struggled with. Other people's hair journeys, their hair grows pretty fast fast. My sisters and my mum were blessed with fast growing hair. They have thick, healthy hair, and I don't know why I just didn't make the cut, because my hair takes so long to grow. It was just a bit frustrating sometimes. You did that 1 week check and no difference, or you did that 1 month check and it looks like there's nothing happening. Sometimes it was demotivating, especially when you look at other people's hair journeys and their hair grows faster, or their hair grew faster within a year. You start to think, oh, I'm not there yet. Does that mean my hair will never grow? Is there like an issue with my hair? Sometimes you're like, okay, what's the point of me taking care of my hair if it's not gonna grow? Whatever will be, will be. You know, there's this saying, qui sera, sera. If my hair is meant to grow at this pace, then that is the pace it's gonna grow at. Me worrying and comparing myself to other people's hair journeys is not gonna make my hair grow any faster. So I just decided to just firm it, to just embrace the speed at which it was going and keep it stepping. And I stopped nitpicking little things and worrying and checking every 2 seconds to see if my hair was growing, and I just let it be. Another con of going bald, doing the big chop, is it's so hard to know what method works for your hair. Some people use that, some people do this, and on YouTube there's just so many different methods you can use to grow your hair. It's so hard to know what you need. You don't want to be doing trial and error with your hair, because that can actually damage your hair. I tried to stick with one brand. I didn't want to jump about too many brands, because really and truly, I'm not a hair guru. I'm not trained in this. I'm not a professional. Like, I don't know what I needed for my hair. It was really hard to kind of find out, but I just found one brand I liked and I stuck to it. In terms of like knowing if you need supplements and stuff, I didn't trust the supplements I was seeing on social media, so I didn't want to just run and consume anything, because you just don't know what side effects they might have on you. So I think I went to like a health clinic to check my vitamins, and I was low in like, is it serotonin? I'm a medical student. I was very low in some vitamins that were inhibiting my hair growth. I purchased supplements that I will take regularly. I also took biotin as well, just because my hair was trying to move stubborn, so I had to give it that extra encouragement. Definitely look into those things and do your research and know what you're going to use. Another thing is, it can be so long to remember to wash your hair every week, to moisturize your hair frequently, to just follow that routine you have in place. Sometimes can definitely be long. The last con is it can restrict the hairstyles you get. If you guys know me, you know that I love just having braids. I love having braids. It's my signature hairstyle. I love braids. Obviously, going bald, you can't really get braids, because to do braids you need to grip onto hair and stuff so that it can get done. I couldn't do braids for so long. Honestly, it really affected me. It was so upsetting. I love wearing wigs, like lace closures, lace frontals, styling it. I love my wigs, but I prefer braids, and sometimes you can get tired of wigs. It does restrict a lot of hairstyles that you can do, which can be very annoying. It's time for us to talk about the pros of going bald and doing a big chop. The first pro is being bald is so refreshing. A majority of the time when I left the house, I did wear a wig, but when I'd get back home, I'll just whip it off and I'm free, and the air is just slapping me. Being bald is mad refreshing. It's more comfortable to sleep with. Second one is your hair actually does grow. My hair did grow. The fact that my hair's even in corners right now is a miracle. As you can see, your girl got some edges over here, like it's grown a bit, you know. Yeah, your hair does grow. It is a form of self-love to invest in your hair growth, to look after your hair, to try something new in the name of your hair growing and being healthy and thick and strong. It was nice to take that step to take care of my hair, because I used to not care about my hair. I know it's so easy to worry, oh God, is my hair gonna grow back? Your hair will grow back. It might not be like all those Instagram people you see and their hair is like this after a year, especially if you've cut it completely bald. You can't expect for it to grow rapidly, because your hair is completely restarting. It's normal for it to take its time. The next one is that it makes you more confident. I never in a million years thought I'd be making this video. It takes a lot of gut to step up and be like, I'm going bald. There's a chance that it might not come out how I want it to come out, but it's something that I need to do. It really allows you to appreciate yourself more. Oh, I didn't know this is how I look bald. I'm being kind of cute. I'm feeling it. I was planning to make this video with my natural hair out, but my hair's in corners at the moment. That needs to be redone, so that's why I'm just wearing this head wrap, because my corners are messy. But I try my best to look presentable for you guys and, you know, do my edges and stuff. But I'm really happy with my natural hair. It's just made me appreciate myself more and just my looks more. The next one is improve your self-discipline. Sticking to a routine, sticking to specific wash days, to specific products takes a lot of self-discipline. Sticking to that increases your self-discipline over time, so that is definitely one advantage of it. And the next one, which is my favorite one, is it gives you time to experiment with different hairstyles. So obviously I was bald and I didn't want to go out with my bald hair immediately, so I really experimented with wigs, and it was something I really enjoyed. I really wanted to do pink and neon green. It's the Congolese in me coming out, but I promise you I was gonna do pink and neon green, but I just didn't get around to doing it. It really gives you time to experiment with your hair and experiment with different wigs and different colors and just see how you'd look. I really hope that it helped you make a decision if you was thinking about it. I hope it gave you an insight as well if you're just interested in it. If you want to see more similar videos, then of course comment it down below. Make sure to support Journey2Med by liking and subscribing. It would mean a lot if you click that button below, and I will see you for a future video. Bye.